This show has been brought to you by Smith's Detection and the National Air Traffic Controllers Association.
My voice is the voice that guides you home safely each and every day.
24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
I am the voice of the safest and most efficient airspace in the world.
I have to be 100% of the time.
I am.
I am.
I am.
I am a professional air traffic controller.
I'm Todd Hauptli, and I'm joined in the studio today by Kim Day, the CEO of the Denver International Airport. Kim, thank you very much for being here.
My pleasure.
And thank you for your leadership in the industry. The airport, 20 years old, and I want to talk about that.
Shocking.
A big anniversary. You and I have talked about it before. I worked at the Department of Transportation when Federico Peña came in asking for the money to build the airport.
Yep.
It's an incredible facility.
It is. I have the best job in America. It is the best airport in America, in my humble opinion. And I think, we are still the new airport in the system 20 years later, and we're beginning to have those growing pains and those aging pains, but still it is really an amazing facility, and I'm very privileged to be there.
Unique in its size.
Yes.
DFW Airport has 23 miles of fence line. Mm-hmm. You have 53 square miles.
Right. And that allows us to grow, obviously. We have 6 runways today, and we can grow to 12. But I think more importantly, and people may not understand that allows us to contain the majority of our noise on our property. And that gives us unbelievable advantages when we do add those future airports, that we're not having to buy neighborhoods or soundproof houses and do a lot of that work that we're seeing other airports having to tackle.
Right. 20 years old, so it's new, but there's a lot of things going on, and there's a lot of construction going on.
Yes.
Let's talk about the exciting hotel.
519-room Westin Hotel. It opens this November. It was in the original plan for the airport done back in the 80s. We are finally making it happen. I can't be more excited. It sits right adjacent to our terminal. They're already booking conferences and weddings, and it's going to change our world. It's not just a hotel. It has a really robust conference center with ballrooms and meeting rooms, allowing people to fly into the airport, do a meeting. Some of their workers could get home that evening, others stay overnight, and then go back the next day. So it's a great new destination.
It's going to be a terrific facility. I told you off camera, we're already looking at trying to use that space in 2016 for some of our meetings because of exactly what you said, the ability for people to come in from both coasts,
right,
and north and south, get in, meet for a day, day and a half, and then bounce out and get home.
They're taking reservations from December 1, so book early, book often.
Another piece that is really immediately adjacent to the hotel that's very exciting is the new rail link, the transit line.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
So years in the making, and again, in the original master plan was a rail connection from downtown Denver to the airport. So it will be operational in second quarter of next year. It is a commuter rail. 35 or so minutes to downtown, trains running every 15 minutes. But the most exciting part about it is it comes in so close to the terminal itself. So you will get off the train, you'll be allowed to check your bags right there at the train platform, and then you essentially go up an escalator and then walk into the terminal. It doesn't get any better than that. And I should also add that when you get up the escalator, you are on an unbelievable plaza that connects the terminal and the hotel and the transit center with this great urban space where we hope to have exhibits and concerts and all sorts of activities.
Yeah, there's a picture that we're going to use in here that it looks like it would be a great facility for summer conference, concert series, kinds of things, and speeches and all kinds of fun stuff.
Well, and we will tell you, we stole the idea completely from Munich, our sister airport. But if you've been to that plaza in Munich, and it's so vibrant, and people actually come from downtown to go to surf championships they've got going on right now, or whatever that's happening, we want to do that at our airport. So it makes us closer to downtown in some ways.
So I've been out there a couple times over the past couple of years. You can't get from downtown to the airport in a vehicle in 35
No,
minutes.
you cannot.
This will actually be faster
That's right.
mechanism to get with the trains you said going every 15 minutes?
Right. Plus a stress-free connection, so anybody should think about it when they come to our airport.
The only bad news about that is it might impact your parking revenues a little.
You know, it could. We don't really think it will. We think it'll have a heavier impact on taxis and Uber. You know, we serve a huge catchment area. The majority of our passengers are not going downtown. They're coming in from Kansas and Wyoming and all sorts of places. But it's going to be really interesting to see. We'll just ask me again in a year, and we'll tell you how it's impacted it.
So the airport's 20 years old. You've got the hotel opening in 2 months. In the first, second quarter of next year, you've got the rail line happening. And then you've also got the Great Hall project that is in the near-term future here. Talk about that, because that's another exciting project.
Well, if anybody remembers when DIA opened, that big space under the tent, what we call the Great Hall, was an amazing experience. It had trees, it had water. It was you'd come up from the dark train station and you'd come into this really stress-free zone, and you knew you'd arrived someplace. The light was coming in. It was a great space. Today, it is stuffed full of TSA checkpoints. Not only is there no room to do anything relaxing, but the noise is horrible. It's this cacophony of people, you know, using the conveyors and all. So our plan is to take them out of there, move them into our ticket lobbies, because ticket lobbies are not used like they were in 1995, so we've got lots of room there. And then we're going to reconfigure that Great Hall into an amazing experience. And I'll be real honest with you, we don't know what that looks like. We're talking climbing walls. Somebody on our staff suggested zip lining across the tent line. Who knows what we're going to do? But all I can say to you is we are going to develop a really big vision and do something that lets you know you are in Colorado and you are in Denver.
That's going to be very exciting. And that is projected to be 2018, 19?
2019
2019.
opening. Mm-hmm.
That'll be fantastic.
Yep.
Great. Well, that's all the time we've got. Thank you for coming in. We appreciate you being here, visiting AAA and talking about the Denver airport, the history there, the anniversary, and the future.
My pleasure, and I just want to say thank you for all that AAA does for us. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, great. Thank you very much. Thank you.